Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Lautrec, I know your name is Lautrec, I don't know if you said your name. We're gonna go on a little expedition and let you out. We're gonna have to put off the boss. We're going to a boss, just FYI. Let's see here. There are a lot of shadows just hanging out there. Alright, so you can see that we got a couple of these knights hanging around. That guy, I think, has noticed us and actually wants to say hi. So let's see if we can deal with him without aggroing the other enemies. Now let's see if we can sneak up and backstab this guy. Yeah, we can. Oh, so this guy has a big shield. This is actually quite coveted shield. The Baldur side shield, I believe. Or no, I think it's actually a sword that people like. Never mind. But yeah, it's a pretty decent shield. Again, heavier than the heater shield, I believe. Ooh, had some frame rate drops there. That's awkward. Let's kill this guy because he still exists. He can, if he wants to, sneak in and try to close that gate. So if we tried to just run by without killing him, he probably would have gone in and closed the gate after us, which would be a pain. Even though we're going through the whole thing and would have gotten to this side anyway. Actually, you know what? Let's not go in the regular way. Let's go in backwards. I've never gone in backwards, I don't think. This is just me having fun. Trying things out. The power of having 20 Estus flasks is just so nice. I can do whatever I want. With little to no recourse. So one thing you may have noticed when I was using the heavy attack a lot is that a lot of the time, if enemies hit you during the wind-up of the heavy attack, you will be staggered out of it, and you won't actually complete the attack. That also has to do with your armor, but that can be a drawback to using very slow attack animations. Alright, so in here, we've got a couple undead fellows. We've got, some items on rafters. Yeah, this is, you can see how my feet are totally, completely on the rafters themselves, and not at all on the empty spaces there. And you see there are a lot of undead dudes here. So, I'm feeling dangerous. Yeah. Oh, I killed him. Didn't even realize. Huh. Come on, buddy. Oh, you see him? See that guy? He's waiting for me to come in the other door. It's not going to happen. That's the problem with bow and arrow. You can't use a shield while you're using a bow and arrow. I keep pressing the shield button by instinct, and it doesn't work. Anyway, I thought I was supposed to get a key in here. Did I mess up? No, it's over here. There it is. There's the mystery key. Mystery key opens up Lautrec's cell, which allows him to go free. This way we'll get to see what his wonderful prize is. And boy howdy, I can tell that I'm using my throat a bit too much. Probably because I have a cold when I'm trying to do this, and that's not doing any favors for my cold. But you know what? I'm having a blast. So now we can go over this way. We could go that way. We'd have to deal with those 3 enemies. Just a minor inconvenience. And that only cost us, what, 2 Estus? Out of 20, or 17 that we had at the time. So, I think that was a worthy expedition. Hey, there's a bell again. So I don't know if I actually explained it. Whenever you hear a bell in the game, that is another player online. That's the wrong way. Another player online ringing one of the bells of awakening, which is one of our tasks. In case you forgot, I wouldn't blame you if you forgot, because, you know, they give you direction and reason for doing things. Go ring the bells of awakening. Really, it's go places where you can go and see what happens.
Thank you. Yes.
Sincerely.
I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. I truly appreciate this. And
So you may have noticed there are a couple of homelands that people have mentioned. There's Lautrec of Karim, and Andre and Solaire are both of Astora. And we didn't talk to him, but you might have noticed a guy with a terrible haircut hanging out in Firelink Shrine. Not the Crestfallen Warrior, another guy. And he is Petrus of Thorland, which is a very devout and holy country. Or at least everyone we meet from Thorland is devout and holy and stuff. So anyway, climb up these ladders and we will reach a fog door and some real legit bosses. But what is this? You see this? This is Solaire's summon sign. So because we made friends with him before, we can now summon him for the upcoming boss battle. And if my internet worked, you might also see some summon signs from other players. It's a bit of a difference between Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2. In Dark Souls 1, because of the way you turn human, summon signs tend to be close to bonfires. Dark Souls 2, they tend to be right outside boss doors. And you know what, let me just briefly heal here. Get up that last little bit of health. And let's fight a boss. A boss! One of these things is not like the other. Hello. Aw, yeah. Alright, this is the Bell Gargoyle. He's probably another one of the sticking points for people. He can be pretty tricky because he's got a weapon with long range, and as you'll see soon, he can also breathe fire. But luckily, because we have this weapon, we can kill him pretty easily. What the heck? Did you see that? There is a second one. So, there's an interesting difference between the first one and the second one. The second one doesn't have a tail. If you cut off the first one's tail, you'll get a weapon, BT dubs. This one doesn't have a tail, which limits his danger. He can't attack you from behind and has overall less range. But if you are stuck dealing with both at once, you will have a bad time, because one will be breathing fire while the other's attacking you. Thank you, Solaire, by the way. And that's kind of the reason this can be a bottleneck for people, is because this is the part where you have to fight two bosses at once, essentially, and that can be really difficult for people. Because spatially orienting yourself from two large, dangerous creatures, and trying to find times and places where you're safe and can get an attack in without getting attacked by either boss, That's pretty tough. And that's something that we're going to have to deal with throughout Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2. But it wasn't too bad here because we have a big-ass sword. Oh, I burped. I'm going to have to listen back to this and edit out the burps. I'm sorry. Alright, so we just rang one of the Bells of Awakening. We got all the way up to the top here. If we look around, let me pull out the binoculars, maybe we can get a better look. So that's the boss arena. Is that... I don't know. No, it's too good a shape. That's not the exact place we fought the Taurus demon, but it's a similar place. Or maybe it's not the exact model and they just reused it. There's the... You can see the bridge there where we met the Drake. Oh, so yeah, no, the Taurus... That wouldn't be a Taurus demon one. That would be the Taurus demon one. Pretty sure. And we can't really get a good view of the berg, but you can see the forest there. So can we see the berg over here? No, there's the big-ass trees. But yeah, since we're at basically the top of the surrounding area, this is a great opportunity to look around and see where you've been. Hey! You weren't here before.
I am Oswald of Karim.
Ah, so you're also from Karim, same place as Lautrec.
Yet magnanimous are the gods. Cometh out to confess, or to accuse.
So this guy has something to do with a mechanic called Sin, which I don't know anything about. I think it has to do with killing NPCs. And maybe invading other players. And you can come and talk to him and request absolution by paying souls. You can also buy some things. You can buy Velka's Talisman. So this is an interesting bit of lore. I mentioned a goddess that people don't really know what to make of in terms of lore. Velka is that goddess. She is a goddess, but like, all of the things relating to her draw from intelligence rather than faith. And she has to do with sin. She's the goddess of sin. And we're just not really sure what to make of that. Anyway, he also sells some rings that I don't really want. And Homeward Bones if you need any, but I've got plenty. So, the important thing that he gave us was... Whoa, hold on. Let me replay that. Well, he seems like a just and wonderful person of the church. So the important thing that he gave us was a gesture called, well, what is it? This is the best gesture in the game, bar none. It's important for all occasions. Show it to your friends at parties. Show it to your enemies during fights. It is always appreciated. But what is it? Well, I don't know. You'll have to find out for yourself. Anywho, we can just return to the bonfire that we met over there, that we kindled up to 20. And then I think that will close out this session. I am getting a noticeable frog in my throat, and don't want to subject that to you any more than necessary. Also, I should probably get a good night's sleep tonight because I am, in fact, sick. And I have homework tomorrow. But I had a fun time tonight, other than that debacle with Pinwheel. So, I hope you all enjoyed this session of sorts. And I'm probably going to play more of this in the future when I have an opportunity. When will I have that opportunity? I don't know. But real quick, let's level up our... one thing I like to do is kind of keep vitality and endurance sort of close together. So let's do that. And let's see, do I have any consumable souls that I could use? I've got many souls of the Lost Undead. And a large soul of the Lost Undead. So I'm gonna use these up until, what is it, 3,600? I'm not thinking super in-depth about my stats right now. I'll figure them out later. I sort of have an idea of what kind of theme I want this run to have. And that theme, I don't think, will require a whole lot of specific stat investments. So, let's just have Vitality and Endurance together. Strength at 24, I like that. And, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.